How do you see AI reshaping industry right now? What do you see?
So I think it's interesting, Marcus, and I had just a discussion sort of before we went on stage exactly on that point in terms of how much reshaping do we really see also at this point in time, and sort of what we had essentially seen in terms of reshaping of the industry. At this point, it's fairly limited, to be honest, because what we've seen is in a number of the banks, and this is where the 60% essentially comes from, is everyone has done some shape or form of a pilot. Everyone has embraced to some extent some kind of software as a service tool. Almost no one has really looked at how can you revamp the corresponding processes and how can you revamp also the organization according to the new possibilities that would be out there. And just to name a few examples, sort of number one, what we see is, of course, embracing this in the organizational units of the bank that have previously been quite exposed to these kinds of things in the first place, being the ones on the operations side. Of course, there we have seen first changes, first successful pilots, but Gen AI is much broader than just the next wave of automation that you can do in your operations and the middle and back offices. Gen AI essentially allows to do true digitization also in units like legal, like compliance and so on in the bank that also don't have yet the mindset, that don't have experience in true digitization in the past few years and decades. And that is really what we need to overcome, is to overcome the compliance and regulatory hurdles, but also overcome the actual challenges on the adoption of the respective solutions, because the 200 billion will only be realized if we truly transform not just the next wave of middle and back office, but if we truly also transform the entire bank. And that is something that is still outstanding to a large degree.